Hi Vineeth, I hope you're well. Okay, so I've written written some about the My List My Webpage, and I'm just going to read through what I've written. It's sort of a conversation, and I have some ideas, and some we use, some we don't. So yeah, it's more of a conversation than a we do this. Okay, so I'm just going to start here. Let's have a look at this link. Okay, so this is a list that I'm making for a client. I need to change this stuff at the top. I'll do that soon. Okay, and let's go through what I wrote. The problem currently is in assigning names to the different people that use my list. And in addition, it looks like some prices were added in Rand and some Euro, and it's not recognized this. Okay, so we just notice this here, as we saw earlier. For me it shows the client name there, and it shows your name there. But let's just quickly look at the prices as well. 2,000 to 15,000 pounds, which is possible. But 13,000 to 76,000 is not. This is probably the Rand price showing in pounds. But let's carry on with the list. Okay, so Vineeth, you wrote, I think the best way for users is that we ask them for their name when they first visit the page if they are not registered. We show a pop-up box saying we have option to comment. If you want to participate, give your name and give them the option to enter their name. We can also provide this option if they click add comment but were not registered, hadn't put their names in so far. What I think is we don't do it when they come to this page. I don't want to interrupt anybody because a lot of people are coming here. They're mainly interested in looking at the pictures, and you know, the comments come later when you start talking to the client. At first the client's just looking and going, oh, I like that one, I don't like that one, moving his list up and down. Okay, let's go back to the script. So Nick, I had a thought. Interesting. This is in response to your comment, but I worry about the pop-up when they first arrive. I'm also thinking, maybe it would be simpler if we removed the cookie, and when they first attempt to comment, ask their name, and after, when they select to make a new comment, it will give a list of names which they can choose from, or have an option to add a new name. Thinking back to your suggestion, I think the best way for users is to ask them their name when they first visit the page if they're not registered. If we go down the cookie path, then instead of asking their name when they arrive, ask it when they first click comment. Simply saying, please add your name, like we see below. Just that, please add your name, in a box for them to add their name when they click the comment. So let's just hide these for now. Hide comments. Yep, good. Okay, so let's not work on that one. Let's go to this one here. Now imagine I'm a client, I'm a new person to this conversation. I've been sent this link by Bill Abbott, and I am one of Bill Abbott's friends, and I come here and I want to make a comment here. So I click here, and what would pop up is please add your name. Simple as that. Please add your name. Once the name is added, the comment gets notified by them, and if we can do it the cookie route from then on onwards, whenever they came, it would remember their name. And if in case the cookies are complicated, you know, in case it's simpler to make it simple, then yes, that would be the best. But the cookies will be the best way if we can get the cookies working. But this way that I'm going to propose now, I think is simple enough to use, and it doesn't involve needing the cookie. Okay, so working from a non-cookie platform, Same thing, exactly the same. They come along and they see something they like, and they click add comment, and it asks them, please add your name. But then when they return and want to make another comment, a pop-up will say your name is Nick Grable, Vineeth, or Bill Abbott, and obviously one clicks the name, and just under it say, or add a new name for someone new coming. So then every time anyone makes a comment, it will always pop up saying your name is da, 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 and they will click their name, or they'll add a new name. And that way we don't need a cookie at all. It just gets remembered as a web page, as basically a CMS type web page that is updated between the client and different people. Very, very simple way that way. Okay, important. I've just noticed that we don't give the villa name or ID, and we don't give a list number, and in mobile the text is touching the left border. So what I'm meaning here is we don't have the villa name or ID here. We've got the short description here, and we've got the I think it's the 60-word description here, but we don't have the villa name or ID, which means we can't show the client. You know, we can't. There's no frame of reference. It may be simple for now just to add the name, the villa name, and the ID here before this, and put this one row down in H1 font. So if we just have H1 villa name here, and this drops down a bit, that'll do it. And just put villa name and then ID. That'd be really cool if we can do that. And it should be simple. You just start with one new line, H1, add villa name and ID. Okay, so that was that point. Let me just focus back. List number, yeah. Ideally, it would say, instead of showing the villa name here, it will say number 1 dot villa name ID in H1, and then we see this just below it as per normal. And number 2, this will say number 2 the villa name, so it'll be, you know, it'll just be 2 villa name dash ID 6021. Let's just get that text there. This is in H2. H2 caps, in fact. So this is H1, which is Open Sans Light. And it's about that size. And this is Perpetua. Yeah, so that's how we want it to look, please, like that. So this turns into that. The list number 2 villa name dash ID. Cool. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm going to remove that because I think we can do that quite easily. It's well within your capabilities. Right. One last thing that I noted was that when we go to mobile, there are parts of it that are all the way over to the left. In fact, that's interesting to see the comments in mobile. My general thoughts about comments for mobile is at the top we'll give an option, show comments or not show comments, and make these comment sections much more, much smaller, so we can get more. But yeah, don't worry about that too much for now. Don't worry about the mobile now. This is that'll be for the new design. So let's just focus on what I've said so far, and just put that mobile touching to the left, and whatever else is needed on the mobile for now, just to the side. Okay, so about the prices, we have a problem with the prices, which are different on the page that I made for Bill Abbott. This one doesn't have a price, but this one does. And if we look at it on Best of Africa, Bill of Secrets, Best of Africa, we see, I think we're talking about, yeah, this one here. And you can see here it's 30,890 to 231,000 in rands. Okay, we see that here. But on Best of Africa for Bill Abbott, it's 2,000 to 1,500, which is a very odd number. I think what's happening here is this is being overridden maybe by the price. In fact, I'm not 100% certain. What I do know is if we do the conversion, 30,000 rands is 1,743, not 2,000. And 231,000 rands, 100,000 rands is 13,000, not 15,000. So these conversions are significantly out. If this is our way of converting, then we've got a problem. But I've noticed that the next example, okay, Crystal Ocean, this one here, now this is a totally different problem. Here the price is 55,000 to 135,000, but on here it's the same, but here it says pounds and here it says rands. And what's happening is this sounds like the right price, the right rand price. 55,000 in winter, 135 at New Year's Eve. That's about the right price. And this is simply a case of it's showing pounds when it should be showing rands, or it's showing the rand amount when it should be showing the pound amount. Okay, so we got two different villas with two different problems on the pricing. I did a little bit more on the pricing. I've just noticed that it's possible to change the prices on here, but I don't think this is the case, but it might be. Maybe one price has been changed in the past and it's remembered that price, and it's possible. It's possible. Maybe this is causing the problems, or maybe it's a problem when people change the currency from rand to euro or dollar when they added the information to the pricing system. So maybe that's a problem. Let's have a look at the pricing. So we've got, if we go from here, and I then went to 6004. Okay, now pricing, we've got 2,000 to 15,000 in euros, and which villa am I talking about? Cuisine Island. Going back here it is. Now this price is all over the place because it's a rand conversion, I think. I think what's happened is this price has been added in euros and it's converted it to this price in rand, and this price in rand is out, as we saw earlier, by about 15 to 20%. The currency converter is well well away. It's about 15% wrong. That is if we're starting with these, which makes sense that these are the figures here. We can see them clearly here. No, we can see them here quite clearly. So that's the this is originally, and I know this was a euro place. So we got a problem with the conversion. It's correct. It's not correct here. Sorry, here, because that should be saying that's the price in euro, and it's saying it's the price in pounds. This needs to be shown to me from euro converted into pounds, and on here it needs to be from euro converted into rands, and as I've said, there's a 15% discrepancy here, and maybe it's being converted from euro into rand, into dollars, into rand, or into pound. I'm not sure, but we can definitely see where the problem's coming from. Okay, this page is giving us the basic low and high price, 2,000 and 15,000, and the currency is euro. Date of last update 2017. This price is a backup price, a price that is put in if we don't have time to add the full price or don't have it. If the price has been set in the price page, it should take priority. But thinking about it, the priority for pricing should be which one was added last, I think. i.e., if there was a full pricing page made in 2016 for this villa, and in 2017 a low and a high was given, the low and the high should be the price we use. But if a low and a high was made in 2016 and a new full all months pricing was made, that should be the default. The default should always be the newest price. Now the trouble is, I can't seem to find the price on the old system. Okay, yes, this is much better than the full price adding for this particular time. See, what I need to do now is, because I've got a problem, because I want to show this client all these properties, or a selection of them, and I've said, we've got problems with the pricing, but if I send something like this across with the pricing so far out, it's going to be it's not good. So what I'm going to do next week is me and Chrissy are going to, well, mainly Chrissy, are going to work to get the low and the high price for all of these villas. There's about 40 that I want the prices for. So Chrissy's going to do that for 3 days solid, and she'll probably get 90% of them done by Thursday, which may be a little bit too late for this client, but maybe not. I can just say, look, we'll have the prices fixed by Thursday in my email. I think that would be reasonable. Okay, so let's just carry on. There's okay, so for reference, how do I get to the full price page? I have tried old CMS pricing. So from here, how do I get to the pricing page to do the more complex? I can go here and here, and this should really be it. It could be a case that the price has never been done. Maybe if I just change to one that I know, 571. Yeah, okay, there we go. We can see the prices there, and maybe for that previous villa, we just never had the price. But if there's any other pricing systems, like an update on this one, we need to add them somewhere. It's good to be able to for me to just be able to go to the old CMS and click pricing, and that's the pricing. That makes sense. And I think we're going to change this from old CMS to something else CMS, and start using it more, because remaking all this stuff is just going to take time. We don't have it, and we've already got it made. There's nothing wrong with this old CMS. I just got bored of it, to be quite honest with you. I saw WordPress and I wanted to go for something more like that, but Anyway, okay, so I've had, last of all, I had some thoughts on my list. So we're coming back to the my list now. We need a way of starting. We made it for a client to make themselves, so they start automatically in first place for comments. So how do we get to this? Let's, yeah, here we go. So we made this for a client to put their name in and their email address in and make their own URL. Now, this may happen, but it will be rare. What will happen pretty much every time there's an inquiry is we will make a page like this for the client and send the client this page as in our first email, and then work from this system therefore afterwards. And the idea there is also to promote the client has a tool to show his friends what he likes quite easily, and they can all write notes together. That's the objective. So what I need is I need to be able to make a page for a client. So ideally we would double this, i.e. we would repeat this rather. Sorry, so it would be your name. It would be. Let me write it down. I'm going to write it down right at the beginning. So it would be my name, and why not my email. Well then, client name, client email, and that my email can basically be a form of login. Yeah. Client email. So instead of your name, your email, and these two, I'd like to see two lists, two rows. Sorry. My name, my email, client name, client email. So my name, my email, client name, client email, just below it. So we have a little gap between them. So we see this and we see this again. Maybe I can just quickly do it in Photoshop. Okay, so basically we're just grabbing this section here and we're lowering it down a little bit, so it'll go down to about there. We're grabbing I don't know if we need this. Not when we're making it. We know what it is. So we don't need this. Get rid of this. Okay. And just grab this div or whatever it is. Copy it. Make sure the background's all good. This is a Photoshop problem, not a... Okay. So yeah. I know you can see what I'm doing here. I don't need to change the text. Okay, so ends up like that, but instead of your name, your email, your name, your email, it goes my name, my email, client name, client email. Okay, and then the rest of it is just the same. And I suppose we need a URL for this, because this will be a page specifically starting for agents to talk to clients as opposed to clients to put in themselves. Let's see, my web page. My client's web page. Yeah, that works. Okay. Let me just see if there's anything. Lastly, coming back to my list, we are starting. We make it for a client to make for themselves, so they automatically, yeah, basically, when we have this list, once we've made it, when it comes to, oh, what's going on now? Oh, let's see. It's all changed. That's weird. What was the old? That's odd. I'm not going to really. Let me just make sure we can get it back from here. Yeah. Okay. So once this page is created, I from this this starter page, once this page is created, when it comes to a comment, it's got to start by adding a name. It can't add my name automatically as the first person from any comment, because if I don't make a comment on, say, number 3, and then the client goes and makes a comment and that comes out as my name, that's wrong. So we need to start from the beginning. When the first click comes in to make a comment, it needs to bring up the add name from the beginning. So, and that's bringing us back to please add your name. Okay, so yeah, 2 pages, relatively concise. No, it's not 2 pages, it's 4.5. Okay, good luck with this. Yeah, good luck.